Hi, it's Mark again. I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is I'm doing a really cool video today, but we're not running outboards. But we're going to make up for this video. So I'm going to show you something really cool. I'm with a living legend here. Now you notice that all my videos, I start by introducing my videos to Lauren Romanko. This is why, because this guy likes motors, he likes cars, he likes anything that burns gas, he likes it. So we got a, what year is this, Lauren? What car?
1957.
57 Thunderbird. So what was your inspiration of buying this car?
Well, I always liked the cars, and plus the show Vegas helped out, you know.
So you were a big you were a big fan of Dan Tanner, correct?
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I like Cannon because you know.
Yeah, Cannon was cool.
Cannon was cool.
I like a lot of the detectives.
So you purchased this car how many years ago?
Let's see. I got to think about that now. It would be 3 years ago.
3 years ago. Very nice. Red. Obviously the top comes off, correct?
Yeah, the top comes off.
Okay.
We'd have to lift it off.
Okay. And actually it's the only car, you know, if you're going to have a Thunderbird, it's got to either be white or red. I prefer the red.
I like black and blue too.
Black and blue?
Yeah, and the yellow ones are bad depending.
This is nice. Now there's no Continental kit in this, of course.
No.
No,
Extra weight slows you down.
Slows you down. We don't want to go slow down. Very, very nice. And have you done any modification of this car since you had?
No, not really. It's pretty stock. It's you want to see the motor?
Yeah, we're gonna
here.
Yeah, very nice.
It's a standard model 57. So instead of having the 312, it has a 292 Y block in it.
So I know a little bit about motors, but what's the difference in a Y block and a square block and a zero block? What's the difference?
This was Ford's first overhead valve V8.
Oh, really?
Flathead.
So this came after the flathead?
The design came out in 1954.
Okay.
And they ran from 54 to 64 in cars and trucks.
Okay.
And they were actually made in South America till 1982.
Really?
And at that time they had a different head set up at some point.
They made them in South America since
Till 1982.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
if you notice about this car, I could probably crawl into this thing. Look at that. Very simple.
Yeah, it's
to work.
better in today's cars.
Look at that. They're like, you want to check how much fuel, you see the fuel going in.
Yeah, you got
distributor
the fuel bowl right there.
Yeah, and you put the fancy yellow spark plug wires.
Yeah, I put newer wires because I mean you have to have good spark. This has a Petronix ignition and it helps out. That's maybe a modification.
And you got to, of course, you're running a generator in this thing.
Yep, so it's a generator. Yeah.
Okay. And the wipers, are they vacuum?
Yeah.
They are vacuum.
Vacuum runs off the fuel pump here.
Oh, okay.
You see the vacuum lines for the wipers right there.
Cool. And rad. Okay, now this is your regulator?
Yeah, voltage
regulator. Yeah. Car's clean. It's nice.
Yeah, it's not a perfect car, but it works good. It's what I could afford and what I wanted.
So I worked with Lauren for a long time, and basically this car actually cost him nothing. I'm gonna slightly exaggerate nothing. That old truck right there paid for this. And the reason how he did that, people would leave scrap around, he would pick up people's scrap. It was like Johnny Cash, built one day at the time. Well, he bought it one fridge at the time. And you know, it just proves that if you have a bit of patience, you know, it took him many years to do it, but one day he came at work and he told me, he said, Mark, I did it. What'd you do? I said, I got it. What'd you get? The Thunderbird. He says, really? So we went for a ride last year. I did post a video on this on YouTube, but unfortunately my camera went bonkers. So we weren't able to get a good video of this. Is it possible you can get it running for me, Lauren, so it runs?
Sure.
Now, is this a cold start?
No, I haven't run it.
Go hang in there. I'm just gonna touch it here.
As soon as I find the keys.
Actually, it's pretty cold, but I got my hand right up.
Oh yeah,
it's not too warm.
Make sure it's in. See if we can get our fire up here.
Well,
Maybe a
look,
little gas, maybe.
look at that. This are those pushing rods.
Yeah. Mechanical lifter cam, eh?
Now,
That's all Y blocks for mechanical lifter.
so do you have to physically adjust the valves once in a while in this guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Every
That's
what-
why they have the easy take-off valve covers. Eh?
So these little nuts right here, right?
Yeah, 2 bolts, the valve cover comes off, you adjust.
So you adjust them every what, roughly? Or you just,
Well, I'll probably adjust it every 10,000 miles or check them anyway.
okay. Sounds good though.
No, it's not bad. You probably need a little adjusting.
So you have any future plans? Now, did you buy any performance parts for this thing lately, or?
Well, I got aluminum intake for it, and
Okay.
I got a set of 57 rocker arms because this motor has the wrong rocker arms on it. It's
Okay.
a higher lift, more power.
So this,
And I'm not sure how far we're gonna go. I got a spare block, so I might build a separate engine for it and keep this one.
so that's going to be a COVID winter project.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the other motors you have, are they older than this one?
No, they're 57.
57?
One of them,
And but they're 312s,
no, they're 292.
292s. Okay.
That's a correct engine for this.
It is
Whether they'll remain at that cubic inch level, we'll see.
Okay. And we're running, of course, a 3-speed manual. Okay. Now, apparently, Lauren had a 4-speed top loader at one time, but unfortunately, you know, you do things in your life that you regret,
Yeah.
and he sold it. You know, so it's always keep, you know, if you have something that's worth keeping, keep it, because you never know. The top loader would have fit in this no problem, eh?
What's that,
The
Mark?
top loader would have fit in this car no problem.
Oh yeah, we fit in there. Guys, you can monitor. You can put a Mustang, modern Mustang transmission into
Okay.
anything from 83 to 93.
Would
They
you
have an
have,
adapter kit for it.
would you have to beef up the rear end in this thing if you did that?
It's a 9-inch Ford. It's the first year of the 9-inch Ford.
So that's one of the better ones?
It's pretty heavy duty. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So we're going to cut this video off, and we're going to go for riding this. I'm pumped.
Yeah.
And what's the date today? September what today?
16.
16th. So it's going to be their last.
Not a bad number.
Look at that.
Don't put the back, listen to these guys.
Oh my God, it's nice.
I'll give it a little rev. Sound of the white block. Ready?
Go. Oh my God. It would have been nice if that motor's in a boat, because you know I like boat engines, but
Oh, they did put white blocks in
a boat,
boats.
yeah. I think Elvis had one in Clambake, eh?
No, I had a big block.
He had a big block. Yeah. If anybody knows anything about Elvis, this is the guy right here. Okay, so we're going to cut this video off, and we're going to go for a ride in this little guy.